Okay, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to another tier list video. It's been such a long time since I've done one of these. I thought I'd power through the epic, huge, tons of parks tier list. So what I'm going to do first with this tier list is I'm going to put all the parks I haven't been to in haven't been. So let's get started with that. So I haven't been to Lake Compounds, haven't been to these Legolands, Adventure Island, haven't been to a lot of these water parks, Magic Waters. Okay, Nagashima, haven't been yet. Hurricane. None of these Hurricane Harbors I've been to. Not most of the water parks except the Disney ones I haven't been to. Tokyo Disneyland, haven't been there. Fuji Q, haven't been there. Haven't been to Universal Florida. That might surprise some people because I've spent so much time in Florida. I've never stepped foot in there. Whitewater Atlanta, haven't been there. Pleasure Beach, haven't been there. I haven't been to any of these Hurricane Harbors. I haven't been to any of those water parks. Nothing of the sort. Just the Disney ones. Port Aventura World. I almost put that in haven't been yet. I haven't been to Islands Adventure. Haven't been to Hurricane Harbor. Haven't been to Legoland. Aquatica have not been to. There's Toverland right there. Great Escape. Typhoon Lagoon, been there. Holiday Park. Great Adventure. Alden Towers I have not been to. Please stop asking me if I've been to Alden Towers. I have not been to Alden Towers, guys. People are always expecting me to have Alden Towers rides on my list, and I'm like, guys, I haven't been to Alden Towers. Calm down. Aquatica, haven't been there. Water Country USA, haven't been there. Haven't been to Six Flags Mexico. Haven't been to Knoebels somehow. Legoland Florida, haven't been there. Hurricane Harbor. Sesame Place, have not been there. Six Flags Darien Lake, that's gonna take time to get used to. Whatever the hell Magic King is that supposed to be Disney Magic Kingdoms? I'm gonna leave that if that's what they're trying to do. I'm not. I've never seen that before in my life. Carterland, Huddy Park, Hurricane. All these Hurricane Harbors need to go. You should not have these mixed in with these amusement parks. Compounds, Crocodile Cove, Fuji Q. I swear I've seen that multiple times. I thought I put that in. I thought I already had that. Yeah, I do have that in there. Okay. Pleasure Beach. I think there's some duplicates on here. We'll get to those when we get to those because Pleasure Beach is down here. Okay. I think there might be some that I've missed, but for now, I'm just gonna try to speed through. Yeah, there's Hurricane Harbor down here and Tokyo Disneyland. Okay, perfect. Get out of here, Tokyo Disneyland. What is Magic Waters? That's one I haven't been to either. Okay. It should be good. Okay, so let's get started. King's Dominion, gonna go into, oh my god, there's a big gap, into B tier because King's Dominion, corporate park, pretty standard, pretty great, but a little bit lacking depth. I'm gonna put Kings Island in there. They're about equal. Kings Island really does have better depth, but they are struggling with their standout attraction. I'm not a big Mystic Timbers fan, not a big Diamondback fan. Let's see how Orion does, though. I actually have more hope for that than most Kings Island fans do. Six Flags is supposed to be over Georgia or Texas, but I'm gonna put it in C tier if I'm assuming it's over Georgia, because usually the one that says over and is cut off is usually over Georgia on these lists. Lagoon, close to being A tier, but it's gonna be in B tier. Kind of missing that standout ride again. Laron, for the memes, it's gonna go in F tier. I actually like Laron, but there's not a lot that it has going for it, and if I went now, there really would be nothing that has going for it. Okay, Leesburg. I want to put this in S tier, but it's going to be A tier. Missing out on the theming a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of rides, but it's really cool. It's in a great city, and it really kind of stands out. Movie Park Germany. This is going to go into D tier. Not a lot of good rides. I feel like they're trying, though, and there's some hatred for that park that's a bit over the top. Mirabilandia is also going to go into D tier because wasn't a big fan of the operations, wasn't a big fan of their standout rides. They're good, but wasn't as much of a fan as I thought I would be. SeaWorld San Antonio, really nothing to it. The weakest SeaWorld park for sure. It's going to go into F tier. Blizzard Beach, loved Blizzard Beach. It's going to go to A tier. Went there as a kid. It's a great water park, one of my favorites growing up. Phantasialand is going to go into S tier. I wasn't always the biggest fan of this park, but I can't take away from the park the fact that it's absolutely glorious in terms of theming. Silver Dollar City is going to be S tier, one of my favorite parks ever. Perfect park. SeaWorld San Diego. I'm going to put this in C tier. It's kind of your standard SeaWorld park. Nothing really stand out. But, SeaWorld parks are pretty fun. It's better than San Antonio. So, Universal Studios Hollywood is also going to go into C tier for me. I don't really like the IPs. Don't really like Harry Potter. Don't really like The Simpsons. Don't really like any of the IPs they own. So, never really had any interest in coming back. Walt Disney Studios. This is the one in Paris. definitely the worst Disney park. It feels like Six Flags theming in some sections. Um, Warner Brothers Movie World. Uh, C tier, I guess. Kind of middle of the road. Not much to it. Again, like it has DC Rivals and all that, and a bunch of great rides, but I didn't get to ride any of them when I was younger, so I don't know. That's where I'm going to put it for now. Maybe it'd be higher if I got to experience some of the new rides, but again, didn't get to. Worlds of Fun is going to go into. I'll put it D tier. They're missing something. They need to bulk up their lineup a bit. Wallaby Holland, great lineup. A couple of the rides are overrated, but yeah, great lineup. Park could use some work, but I don't know. I'm gonna go B tier on that one. Hollywood Studios, B tier. Not the best Disney park. Far from it. Probably one of the weakest maybe the weakest in North America. But they've improved now. But I haven't been since 2014. So I'm going off of what I remember here. Kentucky Kingdom, D tier. Not a big fan of Kentucky Kingdom. Great rides, but I don't know. It just wasn't the best park overall. California's Great America, B tier, because it's got an underrated lineup, and I don't know. I kind of love California's Great America. Disneyland. Is this Disneyland Paris? I think it's Disneyland Paris. Either way, this is going to go into A tier. I love Disneyland Paris. Beautiful park. Dorney Park. D tier on this one. Not much to it. I really enjoyed my time there. I really loved it, but I don't know. There's not much making me want to run back. You know what I mean? Six Flags Magic Mountain. This is going to go into A tier, guys. Great lineup. Solid park. Very corporate, but again, great lineup. Port Aventura World. Was very tired when I went there, but this is kind of two parks in one, really. I'm gonna put an S tier. Really cool place. Really loved it. Carowinds. I'm tempted to put this into C just to show that it is below Kings Island and Kings Dominion. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Just because after Fury, there's not much to it. Toverland. You know what? I love Toverland. I love Toverland more than like anybody you'll ever meet in your life. It's an A-tier park for me. I love Toverland. It is special to me. Great Escape, F tier. Actually, I'll go D tier. I think the thing with Great Escape is that a lot of people talk about how charming it is. I don't find it as charming as others do. I don't know. There's just a Six Flags here. We'll figure out which one that is later. Six Flags New England. This is going to go into C tier. You got Superman the Ride, Wicked Cyclone. That's about it. Typhoon Lagoon. This is going to go up there with Blizzard Beach. You had the snorkeling, and that was pretty cool. It was my first time snorkeling as a kid, so that was exciting. Holiday Park. Does the park really exist, or is it just Expedition G-Force? They literally sell shirts that say I'm here for Expedition G-Force. I have one, actually. Six Flags Great Adventure is going to be in the B tier with these two, because it's corporate park. Let's see how much Jersey Devil helps that park, though. Knott's Berry Farm. You know I'm going to put an A tier. Everyone knows how much I love Knott's. Knott's is special. Knott's is perfect. Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. Pretty much sorry I keep dropping them, but that's just how I get up here because there's such a big thing to scroll through. S tier for BGT because great ride lineup, great park. Cedar Point, I know it's corporate, but it's got a great atmosphere and a great coaster lineup. I'm going to put an S tier. By the way, I gotta say this, atmosphere does not equal theming. Thank you very much. California Adventure, one of my favorite parks just to chill at, like just to sit and watch things, watch parades, watch rides go by, great food. I love that park. Dollywood, lower S tier. I do think it's below Silver Dollar City, but it's got a better coaster lineup, so it's kind of equal to it. Doesn't quite have the charm, I think, but it's really cool. SeaWorld Orlando, not an F tier, silly. It's going to go into C tier. It's above San Diego, but not enough of a gap to really say. Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Never been a fan of the ride lineup, although that might change with two new big coasters coming. But I don't know. It's an A tier park for me because it's one of the most beautiful parks in North America. Not the most beautiful, but it's one of them. Okay, so Six Flags Over Texas is here, meaning that was over Georgia. Over Texas is going to go into B tier. Very good overall. Just well kept. Very, very kind of underrated and overlooked at Six Flags. Darien Lake. Really liked my time at this park before it became Six Flags Darien Lake, but I don't think it has enough substance to actually put it out of the basement as much as I enjoy the park. Kennywood. Put it in D tier. Not the biggest Kennywood fan by any means, but they've got a fair bit going for them. Six Flags America, I haven't been here. I always think I have because I feel like I should have, but no. Europa Park is my favorite amusement park, theme park, whatever you want to call it, in the world. I feel like it should have its own tier, but it's going to S tier. Okay, Six Flags Fiesta Texas. My favorite Six Flags park. I don't know if I can put it S tier because it's barely above Magic Mountain, but I'm going to put it in A tier. One of my favorite parks, though, for sure. Gardaland is going to be in B tier because it's themed really well. I love the theming, and it's just great atmosphere. So Magic Kingdoms, am I assuming this is Disney's Magic Kingdom? And if so, Magic Kingdom's going to go into A tier. Not the biggest fan of it because the boat, but okay, so I see Wallaby Holland's here, meaning that this Wallaby is going to go into here, and that one's going to go into the never been pile. Okay. All right, we're flying through this. Animal Kingdom didn't go before Avatar. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna put this one in. I'm gonna put this in A tier, like most of its kind. Epcot, Europa, but kind of on steroids, but without some of the charm. And Disney S tier. Frontier City. I don't know, D tier. No, D tier. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of substance, but nothing wrong with it. Discovery Kingdom is gonna go into D tier. Definitely lacking. Holiday World. Screw it. I'll put it in S tier. Screw you guys. I love Holiday World. Disneyland, the OG. You know what? I'm going to put it into S tier because Disneyland's the classic. It's perfect. It's everyone's favorite place on earth. Not everyone's, but I don't know. I love Disneyland. Heidi Park is going to go into B tier. Deserving of that title. I don't know why King's Dominion's back in here. Six Flags St. Louis is going to go into C tier just because it's, it's an okay Six Flags park. Yeah, so Kings Island. So everything here is a repeat. I'm not sure why that happened, meaning that we have our entire tier list here. Okay, so again, going through the S's, Fantasyland. Like, that was one that I was a little bit on the fence with, but you gotta love Fantasyland. It is an incredible park. Just looking through this, pretty good. My favorite Disney parks are Epcot and Disneyland. Disneyland because of the charm. It's like the best. I think it's the best of the Disneyland parks for me that I've been to because it's got the initial charm. You don't have the boat or the monorail to get to. It's not like on that island. I feel like a lot of the rides are the better versions of them. Like Pirates of the Caribbean being the perfect example. Space Mountain, you can make that debate. But it also has, the Matterhorn and Indiana Jones just thrown in there, which I would take over Seven Dwarfs for sure. But yeah, again, Magic Kingdoms. I don't think that's quite right, but I'm gonna put that where it is. And I haven't been to any of these parks. Some of them are tough because like parks like Kennywood and Kentucky Kingdom, I don't really like. I like less than a fair bit of people, but they do have something going for them. They do have charm, or they do have a good ride lineup, or there's a reason. There's a reasoning behind why they aren't where they are. Like for example, Kentucky Kingdom, you got to cut them some slack because they were saved by one man. One man who had his vision to save this park, and he has done quite a good job so far. It's just, one of the, not very good circumstances, I'd say. I don't know. This was interesting because I've done these lists before, like ranking Six Flags parks and all that on my past channel that got deleted. But never before, like, so I don't really remember that, but never before have I done like parks from all over the world. But again, like I said before, so with some of these, maybe they were in a different spot. Like I feel like King's Dominion might have been an A tier at one point. I'm not gonna base it off of those. I'm just basing it off of where I am right now. This feels pretty good. Let me know what your guys' picks are. I know the tier list trend's kind of dead, but I thought perfect way to revive some of the opinion videos on this channel. Again, I'm not gonna be posting on any sort of schedule or saying what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna be making whatever I feel like just to keep this channel warmed in case I decide to go back to it permanently over the summer or whatever. But yeah, I thought this would be fun. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye, everybody.